it's Monday and welcome to our brain break. Today we are going to do some movement and stretching. So I just wanted to have something that made us feel a little bit more fluid instead of standing still. So we're going to be, I'm wearing sneakers just because, you know, we're being active today. But let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to straddle our hips, okay? And we're going to just go onto our toes. So they're called releves. So this is my dance background coming in. So we're going to go up to the toes and down. So we're coming up and down and up and down, up, down. Do this 10 times. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, great. The next thing we are going to do, are you ready? Do the same thing, just on one leg. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 times, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So notice you're starting to feel the activation, right? So we're going to do some movement, and then we're going to stretch this leg out. 4, 5, we're on the other side, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great, so now that we're here, we're going to start bending now. So we're going to bend the knees, coming down, 1, and back up. So we're going to go, we're having a combination of stretch and then bending. So pulling it out, having that tension, and then bring it in together. We're going to do this for every part of the body. So this is the legs. Right. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, great. Now, let's bring over the arms. We're here. Just getting the blood flow in different parts of the body. Other arm. All right. So I got a little startled because a bird flew into my window. So here we are. Okay, over the arm, and again, to the other side. Great, let's switch to the other side, and to the other side. Awesome, awesome. Now let's extend and lean. Extending and leaning, pushing up and going to the other side, extending and leaning. Pushing up, going to the other side, extending and leaning. Pushing up, going to the other side, extending and leaning. Let's do the SpongeBob bring it around town. Moving our bodies around, having this movement, you know. We move our bodies so much, we need to give it the freedom to explore the full range of motion. Okay, so shake out different parts of your limbs, you know, shake out the foot, bring it back, the quad, yep, all of that, yep, switch legs. Yep. Yep. Okay, great. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go back into the legs now, right? So we were doing the action of the releves. So now, remember when I had us put our heel up and lean forward? We're going to do that. So put your foot in front of you. Your foot's up. Your heel's on the floor. Fold forward over. Have your hips then back. And you should feel the stretch of your hamstring down your leg. on the left leg. Take a deep breath in. And switch legs. Right foot's out in front, heels up, bending this leg, the standing leg, because we're really stretching the straightened leg. Rock forward, okay? Let's rock forward, rock back, rock forward, rock back. One more time, rock forward and rock back. Switching legs, one more time, we're gonna do that again. Your leg bent, setting the hips back. And rocking forward, back, rocking forward, back, rocking forward, back. One more time, rocking forward, and then back. Great. Now, next thing we're going to do is going to practice a seated pose. So, this is great. Sending your hips back, right? You're going to send the hips back, and you're going to keep your hands in front of you. So your hands shoot up like this, and they stay at this angle as your hip and your hips are going to go back, just like we were doing with the stretching of the hamstrings. But now we're not doing that. We're keeping our knees bent together as you're coming down, and the hands come shooting forward. So this is a seated pose right here. So almost like when you're starting to get yourself seated into a chair. So right here. Take a deep breath in. Activating your calves here. Because I'm rooted in my heels of my feet. And stand. Okay? Roll the shoulders back. Do one at a time. Switch. Roll the shoulders forward. One at a time. And switch. Take your head and lean to the right. You can even gently pull down a little bit, not putting a lot of force, just a little. Other side. Okay. Now let's do some head isolations. Right, center, left. So I'm turning to the right, center, left, center, right, center, left, center again, right, center, left, center again, right, center, left, center. Really good, really good. Let's bring it down and up. So down, center, up, center, down, center, up, center. As I'm doing this, I'm taking note of where I'm feeling activation and stretch in my body. So as I put my head down, I feel it in my shoulder, in between my shoulders. I can feel the tendons in my muscles be stretched. So I'm breathing as this is happening. So let's make a box now. Down, right, up, left, down, right, up, left, and opposite way. Left, back, right, down, left, back, right, and rolling the head around. Stretching is for us to give our bodies a break and also be able to have full range of motion. We should be stretching often. So I stretch maybe 2 to 3 times a week. My personal goal is to stretch every day instead of 2 to 3 times a week. So here we go. All right, that's good. Let's do this with our hands now. Just rotating the wrists. You know, you guys know this one. We just rotate the wrists like that. Okay. And let's see. Other way. Other way. great, great. Let's do that with the feet too. One foot in front of the other, rotating the ankles. Rotate the feet. Other leg. Here. Right. Right. Take a deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale. 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 All right, so I want you to put your back against the wall and scoot your feet out, okay? We're gonna practice some breathing and feel how it feels to explore the different ways that we breathe. So there are 3 places that you can breathe in your body. And when I say that, obviously we're only using our lungs, but we can feel the sensation of breath, inhalation and exhalation in 3 different parts of our body. So the first one we're going to practice is probably our easiest one that we always recognize, which is our chest breath, right? So it's when the chest rises and falls. So we're here against the wall, and I just want you to focus your awareness on your chest region. So when you take that deep breath in, you feel the rising of your chest, and it collapses, okay? Your shoulders shouldn't be moving. We're just noticing our breath here. All right, the next breath that we're going to do is a low breath. So this is coming from, we're focusing on the diaphragm. The diaphragm is the part of the body that presses the intestines down so that the lungs can expand more. So imagine that your belly is getting full, like you have a food baby. So when you take that deep breath in, you're focusing your awareness on your belly. So here we go. This is how we're practicing our cool down this time. So as we're cooling down, we're going through these different forms of breath, okay? The last breath is your back breath. Your back breath is going to be one of your stronger breaths because of all of the muscles that are attached to the base of your spine, okay? So you're going to think about focusing your awareness on your lower back. So you're going to take a breath in. And imagine, you see how you can feel that we naturally have a curve at our lower back. So imagine as you're taking that breath in, your back or your spine is stretching so your full back is touching the wall, okay? So this is how we feel these different things happen. I feel the chest rising and falling. I feel the belly expand and contract. I feel my back stretching and also releasing, okay? So these are the different breaths. So let's try that back one, and then we're going to actually cycle through each of these breaths on 5 deep breath cycles. So 5 holding for, I'll explain later. Let's get through it. So let's do this back breath first, 3 times. So I'm feeling the spine expand, and then I'm releasing. Okay, so now let's cycle through. We're going to do 5 breaths, and it's going to be one chest, 1 belly, 1 back, and that's 1 round, okay? So 5 rounds of this. Doing this slowly, inhale for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, okay? Let's do the chest. All right, let's go to belly. And now the back. Okay, that was 1 round. Let's do 1 more. We've got 5 total. So we've got 3 more rounds after this. Chest. Belly. Back. and chest. This is round 3. Belly. Back. Round 4, chest. Belly. And back. Last round, okay? Just notice how you're feeling. I notice that when I do a series of deep breaths like this, I start to get lightheaded. It means that I'm sending enough oxygen to my brain. It's not that I'm, getting lightheaded because I'm dizzy. It's the fact that my brain is now registering that I'm sending extra boosts of oxygen to the brain, okay? So we're gonna do this one last time. Try to keep your eyes closed this time. So focusing on the chest. You can put your hands on your hips. All right, let's do belly. And back. Okay, everyone, that concludes our midday stretch today. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Namarah. I will see you next time. Bye.